The deck's stacked, isn't it? We kill her, we start again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost, we start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Slay the Princess. This is the voice of the cheated. Here now, we've been introduced. Last time we had the voice of the cold.
Come on, let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer.
And we've also learned that we have shards of ourselves, which I kind of figured we are a little split within ourselves. Hero seems to be like the main dude in us besides the narrator, but we've also maybe established that the narrator, even though he has our voice, is not part of us. Anyways, this is chapter 3 of what happened previously in the last video. If you try to kill her again anyways as a ghost, we're here now. Versus letting her possess us, which is how the last one ended.
Yeah. And what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start?
What if?
That's ridiculous.
Is it?
There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work.
Do things need points?
I think that's exactly what it is. The powers that be, seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them. Wouldn't that get, I don't know, boring?
I don't know.
Not if they're creative with it. Okay, so you.
Oh, Cold is still here.
Twice even. Great. Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory.
Do so.
Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess.
No?
Well, we didn't have to start over.
We
We
continued.
killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that? Because you decided to foist an infinite tedium on us. That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending. The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void.
Yeah, how rude.
And then you told us we were happy. Well, were you happy?
No.
Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful.
It was awful.
It was boring. It was bullshit. So you killed yourself?
Yeah.
Yes. And then she killed us. Even though she was already dead. This is all fake.
I mean, it's a game.
Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real.
Where are
and
they?
the danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real. Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seems to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish. Why should we help you? So you can just lock us away forever again? No, I don't think so. Tell you what, I won't do that. I promise.
Okay.
Oh yeah, sure. That changes everything.
I mean,
He did promise.
kinda might.
And you believed him?
No.
All this standing
But I'm willing to
around
try.
and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even free her.
Oh, I've already freed her.
Now, wouldn't that be something?
Jeez.
It would. I guess we'll just have to see what happens. Thankfully, you all aren't the ones actually making the decisions, are you? You know what you have to do. You have to slay her. You have to save the world. Nothing matters more than this. Don't play by his rules. Everything here's rigged. Everything here's changing to whatever's convenient for him. Even the woods are changing.
I was gonna say, we are in a different spot.
That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end.
Cool.
Her influence? I really should have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright?
Are you the same narrator we met on the other loops? You were quick to accept that we've been here before. We've killed her and been killed by her, and neither of those things have gone well for us. If we're going to fall through this loop forever, eventually we're going to let her out. We might as well do it now. What happens if we don't go to the cabin? That's another option. I mean, I've already done that one. There's something else we haven't tried. Turn around and leave? I kinda want to try that one in a second. Hang on.
I'm begging you, don't do this. You're going to damn everything to oblivion. You have to do something. You can't just walk away.
I just want to know if it's going to turn us around again.
Here we are, walking away despite your protestations. You can only bend the rules so much, huh? You can talk all you want, but you can't really do much of anything, can you? Ugh, fine. You walk down the path away from the cabin. Hope for all our sakes that you change your mind before it's too late.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? Everything is getting fuzzy. What's
What?
going on? Where are we?
Whoa,
I
what?
don't know. But it feels like home. That son of a bitch flipped over the table, didn't he?
I don't know, did he? The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by textured nothing. You find yourself in the long quiet once again, memory returns. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. You already know what dwells in the empty spaces. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Confusion. Why are you here? I'm unfinished. Resistance. Figures drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. I have a glass soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. It is useless to us if it doesn't bring more gifts. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There's only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. What?
You're on a path
Okay, hang on.
in the woods. And at the end of that path...
What did that do? I tried to do quick load, and it closed the game. That was so weird. Alright, so, well, we had that, so I don't think we're gonna do that. Are you the same
If I
narrator?
had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no.
Okay.
That's a hedge, not a wager. I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate. So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different. I'm not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of him for us.
We'll find out.
They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
I am. And also we've totally killed you before.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever. Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different.
Uh-huh.
The world itself is at a tipping point. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will.
Do I?
As much as things would be easier if you didn't. And you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating. How convenient. Everything always comes back to what you want us to do. I'm sick of him. Makes me want to end the world out of spite.
I mean, I've already done that.
On second thought, let's not kill him. Let's throw him someplace that never ends. I'd like to see what that does to him.
I think we did that too. What happens if we don't go to the
And she
cabin?
finds a way out on her own. Ugh, of course she does. So, standing around out here is the same as us letting her out. Only we don't have to see her. That's gotta be better, right? No, it's strictly worse. But she can't kill us out here. Why would staying out of killing distance be worse if she's getting out regardless?
Because you die either way.
Because it's cowardly, for starters. And because the unknown is always worse than the known.
Is it?
But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options.
I don't think that's true, that the unknown is always worse than the known. If that's the case, then reading a book should be absolutely terrifying each and every single time that you do it. And reading a book would be like a super bad experience. Or watching a movie. You don't know what's gonna happen. Sometimes. You know? So that's not true.
The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that. A delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong.
Also, like, starting relationships with people, whether romantic or friendship-wise, like, you don't know that person, they are unknown, your future is unknown, and then you guys learn to get to know each other and develop some kind of relationship, again, whether it's platonic or romantic, and suddenly it's known a little bit more, but there's probably still a lot of unknowns, and it's not necessarily bad. Sometimes it is, but it doesn't always mean that.
How are we supposed to decide on anything if you just keep coming up with new rules? Since when is there a wrong way to slay her?
That is true, you did say that there were no wrong choices. Proceed to the cabin.
Continue down the path towards the cabin.
I want to see what's
long
happening.
before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. The more he talks, the more I'm interested in setting her free.
I will probably do that at some point.
Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Are you trying to use reverse psychology on me, or have you just given up?
There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue. Would you look at that? We won. Take it however you will.
Enter the cabin. Let's go.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark.
Different.
A single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward.
Interesting.
The only furniture of note is... That's strange.
There are none.
What's strange?
Just
is
the
it
mirror.
the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Do you think the narrator is actually not lying to you about the mirror and he simply can't fucking see it?
Great. Something else has been taken away from us.
Because he's not us. He's in us, but he's not us. So what if he can't see it for some
I suppose
reason?
the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Let's pretend there's a mirror at the end of this hallway. Right now. We can't see behind it. What's there? What's behind it?
If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement. The way to the basement. Don't you mean door? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening. What are the odds she's waiting for us right behind it? If I were running a bullshit factory, it's what I'd do. Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you. Certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement. He can't see the mirror. The knife is gone, defying his expectations. Who the hell is calling the shots here?
Me.
Nobody is calling the shots. That's how reality works.
Approach the mirror,
You
I
slowly
guess.
make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward.
Do I have
towards
hackles?
the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. We've always been watched. You're watching us right now. Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others. I feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation. We just need this to be over. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there. Here we go. You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Nothing. It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
What you looking at, killer? Staring into the void?
What's up?
Thinking about what it'd be like to die again? I know exactly how you feel.
Shit. Where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle.
A snake!
Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts.
Like a boa constrictor.
Your bones snap.
Ow, not my leg.
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse. And you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear.
Oh my god.
Crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
Girl.
But do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right.
Dude, you look so spooky.
I thought maybe you'd see what you've done and feel remorseful. Maybe try to make it up to me. But no, you'd rather use that knife to keep making the same mistake over and over and over. Even after I ripped your heart out, you still cut me. And for what? I didn't go anywhere. You didn't banish me. I'm right back here with you. A little better, a little worse. Well, maybe a lot worse. So, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here.
Good luck, you just broke my ankle.
And you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
Deal.
I say we let her do it. It's something different.
Do we even have a choice? You always have a choice. Maybe before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time.
You have feet and punchies?
Exactly. What choice is there if there isn't a blade?
Well, unless you have any specific ideas, I think my vote's the only one that counts.
I thought you couldn't possess me on your own. I thought we needed to agree to it. Look, we're even now. I killed you and you killed me. Water under the bridge, right? I never wanted to hurt you. I didn't even know how I got here. I'm a victim in all of this too, you know. Wouldn't possessing me against my will make you no better than me? You don't have to be evil. You don't have to do this. Do you need to take my body? Can't I just open the door for you? That's fine, actually. I came here to free you. Struggle. Okay, we're gonna save, because I want to go through a lot of these options. So... I wish we could have, like, labeled these. I guess that's before we let her possess us. This is right after. I guess I'll go on number 3 right there. I don't know. I thought you couldn't possess me.
Now is then. This is now.
Good point. Look, we're even now.
And you think that's even? How adorable. But I think you forgot about the part where you tried killing me again. If I were you, I would just want to get it over with. You lost your chance to call the shots. There's no going back to fix it now. You can either look on in horror or celebrate my freedom. But either way, you're about to become a passenger. Enough talking. We'll have plenty of time for chit-chat once this place is far behind us.
Oh,
You
oh.
remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding.
Darn. So do we only have time for 2 chit-chats there?
Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours,
Mwah.
her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle.
Up.
Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head?
No, he can't do that.
And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon. So I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here? Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up. Are you seriously trying to blame this on us? Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
I thought it was made of glass.
You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong. So cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out.
What if she can't control us?
I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. There's another option, you know.
Oh, and what's that?
Don't help either of them. Flip the table.
Table flip.
How do you do that? You don't have a will to wield. You're solid in brain and courage.
That gap where the mirror was, I don't think it goes anywhere. Let's throw ourselves into the abyss.
You wouldn't dare. Move now.
Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
It's not that bad. The pain feels good. And I know you feel it too.
Yeah. I'll save it on 6. Oh my god, wait, are there like different pages? Oh my word. That's okay. What happens if we throw
In a
ourselves?
single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss. Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. Enough is enough. I'm tired of us always losing. It's just a step away.
Even if you throw yourself into the abyss, you still lose.
But then
Throw
you could
everything
win.
you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
Why do you hate me?
I don't.
A thought slips through you, unheeded. as
Where
you
are we
fall
going?
And fall. And fall. What an end. But at least it's ours. An empire of frigid nothing.
Was that screaming us?
I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it.
Or is that the wind?
What happens now?
If you neither have it now, you want it then.
But I want to know what he thinks happens now.
I don't think you're going to find that out.
Oh? And why is that?
You should pay better attention to your head. He left. Gone. It's just you and you and you and me.
And my friend Steve.
He's gone. But
Terminal velocity ceases and you feel a something, a massive growth, torn out of you. You and the princess look at each other for a short moment.
What's happening to me?
You're being super hugged. But you don't answer her before she's gone and you feel a resistance under your feet once more. Memory
She's gone.
returns.
where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared this is the end for you, or it's going to be okay, we've been here before.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. It's going to do something to us. I can feel it.
What is it
You
doing,
don't
though?
need to comfort them.
It's gonna be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. So, this is all going to work out. Whatever makes you happy.
Approach the mirror. Approach the mirror. Who am I now? You've grown. Oh, yeah, okay, it's like the same. Find yourself in the long quiet. Proceed. You're at the cabin. Approach. Is she gonna be any different besides how she looks?
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same?
Is a child the same as an infant?
What does it feel like?
Eyes close and perspective, it feels correct.
Okay, so this is like all the same then, right? We'll skip through it.
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
Here we go, there's this one. This was the one that I was missing. What do you feel about me, these vessels I've been bringing you? I've heard them.
There is a hurt that dwells in them, but they are not me. They are thoughts and perspectives.
Unless I did do that one and I just don't
Feelings
remember
that
it.
inform my being. The wounds they've suffered carve texture
Okay, yeah.
around my heart.
We've heard
I
that.
cannot be as I was before. There are new spaces that I must fill.
Okay. I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me. We will meet again.
Damn. Spooky. Okay. Bring the
You're
wraith
on
to
a
her, so
path
I got that
in the
one.
woods. And at the end of that path,
Load. I want to see what happens. What if we struggle?
you violently struggle against the princess, but all you manage to do is grind the fragments of your splintered ankle together.
Oh.
You can't shake free from her now.
It's so easy to make you scream. But I won't be crueler than I have to be. I don't even want to cause any more damage. It'll be hard enough for me to walk out of here on that broken ankle.
It's not just
Make
broken,
it
it's
to the floor
obliterated.
of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions, her torso stretches.
Yeah. Super fast. Okay. Leave the
You
cabin.
toss the last of your will aside and surrender to the princess. Shit! I guess that's that. An end is an end. Let's see what it has in store for us.
Let's do. Maybe.
Your body inches along the corridor, every step more difficult and painful than the last. Your joints stiff and unresponsive, the shattered bones of your ankle grinding ceaselessly, as if they're fragmenting, then reforming, then snapping all over again as you make your way towards the outside world.
That's a lot of so's.
But despite the anguish, it doesn't feel like the exit to the cabin is getting any closer. If anything, it's getting further away.
Ooh. You do have feathers.
Please,
I thought
just
it was fur.
let her out.
Do it.
Pointless, isn't it? I can't stop her without you, and you'd already given up by the time we met.
That's true.
No, screw that. The hallway gets even longer.
Oh shit!
It really is, isn't it?
Cha. Oh shit!
Isn't saying all of this his job?
She's the narrator
Oh,
now.
he really is, isn't he? I had a feeling you could deal with him for us. This is it then. The big moment.
The
I
shelf.
just hope it's a way out.
This is very interesting. What But as you step outside of the bounds of the cabin, you feel another violent tear, a rending that cuts all the way down to your soul. You're once again separated from everything that had nestled in the deep crevices of your body, from everything that isn't you.
Us again.
How interesting.
We actually won, didn't we?
Maybe.
What is happening to me?
We're getting a big ol' hug! Remember? You don't answer before she's gone. Blah, blah, blah. You always get
It feels so
scared.
bad.
It's fine. We'll be okay. Whatever makes you happy. Approach the mirror. Have I grown again? Or will it be different this time? Nah, you've grown. Okay. That's interesting. Find yourself in the long quiet. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights in empty cities whenever you...
Okay. I'm just gonna
Is
go
it
through all of these, like, super
Eyes.
fast.
With every...
Whoops. Just to make them count.
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you.
We've already done
Or
that, though.
perhaps we... This one is Do not mourn her. She isn't my preference. The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves. But the wounds they've suffered carve texture. I would be alone, and without... If I am to be an ocean, the task...
I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but we will meet again.
Okay, let's do maybe one more round of this.
You're on a path in the woods.
In the woods, yeah, got it. The end of the world. What are you
I'm
talking about?
about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people.
There aren't any people
You
anyways.
have to put an end to her.
But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't
my
linger on the
gosh.
specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
So the window in this office is low enough that my dog can literally see out the window, and he's barking at the people that he can. Very cute. You have any evidence?
You're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Are we?
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
So far, technically, that's true.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Interesting.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Young
Does
princess seems kind of bad, though.
Are you a monarchist?
No, we already skipped that. We already. Can someone else do
If
this?
only that were the case. But I don't make the rules. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
I think I'm gonna not kill her this time.
Like I said,
And I'm not gonna run
I
away.
don't make the rules.
We're gonna talk to
No matter
her.
how much I wish I did.
Forget this,
Are
I'm
you
not doing it.
serious? No, you have to do it.
Have you considered that I'm
Of
okay with
course
the
I
world ending?
haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
That is untrue. There's plenty of people that feel that way.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists,
Yeah.
or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
No. We get some kind of
Yes,
reward.
but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
What's the reward? Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a
It's
good job?
secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
So first of all, we know he's lying here, but also, if this were me and I just had some random narrator in my head being very vague about what the reward would be, like, what's in it for me, bro? And I really wasn't motivated to do it, because let's say I was one of those people that didn't care about the world ending, or let's say I was someone who didn't believe him, you know? At that point, I'd be like, what's in it for me? And if he was like, it's a surprise. It's a surprise, but you'll love it. It's gonna be so fucking great. I'd be like, so what is it? Because I'm not moving until you tell me what I'm getting. Because you might think it's super great and fantastic and beyond my wildest dreams, and I can look at it and it's nothing to me. Anyways, look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Yeah, we'll do that
I guess
one.
we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
I'm okay with that.
Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Let's do it.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Proceed.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty,
Door
and
is
the floor
different.
and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table
See, it's got
is
the
a
little
pristine blade.
got the little V's here now. It's a different table.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Enter the basement. We're not taking the blade. We're not gonna kill her.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Into rotting. Yeah,
her
we've heard that.
voice softly.
Hello? Is someone there?
See, it's different because we didn't take the knife with
Yes.
us.
Hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
I wonder what happens if we bring the knife with us but we don't use it.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
It's okay. Just checking on you.
are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down
What's
the
up?
stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
I think the window is slightly different too. I think there was a window that didn't have any bars on it.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
I don't care.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No, but there's a blade upstairs.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Why would they give her a
They
window?
wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
If there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? Or I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Thanks.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Rude.
Is someone else here?
Hey, let me out. Try the door. Hey,
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
let me out.
I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess.
and you won't leave until the task is done.
Then I'm here forever. Try the
You
door.
try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Kick it down. Return to the bottom, I guess.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
Seems pretty clean to me.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah,
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
it's okay. Now you're not all
If
by
I could
yourself.
just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Let's do it.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth,
Whoa!
her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Holy shit, I wasn't expecting that
As
though.
she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal.
You could have just broken your thumb. If you just broke your thumb, you could have slid right out of it. You didn't have to eat your hand off.
It's the blade from upstairs.
Oh my god.
We're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Holy shit, dude.
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You
Ooh!
cut into her flesh.
Ah!
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
I'm not good with gore. Even cartoon gore, I'm not good with.
Her limb
Oh my
falls
god!
to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
You could have just broken your thumb.
No, she didn't.
You could have, if you wanted to cut it off, you could have just cut off your thumb. Holy shit!
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours.
Whoa!
Blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
Dude, that's hardcore and whoa.
How is she still smiling after everything?
Ugh.
It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
No, she's not.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The
That's
stakes are too
fucking
high.
wild.
You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
What are you
As
gonna
the
do?
princess approaches
What?
the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Oh my god. Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the
No!
blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
Don't do it!
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Oh my god, and she's missing an arm!
Stop it! Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
I don't give a fuck.
The
Resist.
blade! Move the blade! As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
My body, my choice.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest,
Oh.
tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again.
Oh, why?
You feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, Your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you,
But why did
your
she
limbs
kill us?
unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Chapter 2. Ooh! Can we save her again?
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path, you're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, that's fine. Getting deja vu. Hasn't this happened already? Okay, no. But I died. What am I doing here? I know your tricks!
Tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he?
Smitten.
If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Our beloved?
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table.
I like his voice
Then you should
acting.
know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts
Four of
you've
us?
got in the works.
Who's the third? Because there's me, there's the hero, there's the smitten. The narrator is there, but is he counting him as the fourth?
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth. Why should I listen to you?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second. You died
version of
last
you.
time, which probably only happened.
You were the one who did us in, villain.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price.
I beg to differ.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations.
Now we're gonna be smitten this time.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that you're actually... What do you
Didn't have
mean? Of course
consequences.
there
Yeah,
weren't
yeah.
any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, if it's the latter,
yeah.
what do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
I love the hero accent here. It's really funny.
Convoluted. I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
I'm going with them. I'm going to find a way to save her. Let's talk about the princess. No, I'm gonna save her.
That's right, you can't stop all of us.
We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does.
Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with?
Sure.
You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
Let's go.
A warning. Before you go in, she will lie.
We
Yeah.
already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are
I
too
do.
great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
That's really funny, actually. Okay, let's see how this one's gonna play out.
The interior of the cabin
very
is clean
different.
and elegant, its stone walls draped in
Very
fine threaded
different.
tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I want to save. I want to save, and I want to look at us in the mirror. Let's see. Different. No, we've already done both of those. Let's.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door.
It's a wall, not much to see.
Talking
Okay,
about. This is normal.
wipe it clean, and
You
it
reach forward
disappears.
and rub your hand against the cabin wall. But there was a mirror a second ago.
But now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Sure, you could. Oh, it's one of those things now. Okay. Let's enter the basement. No blade.
The door
I just
to the
wanted to see if we
basement
could see
creaks
ourselves.
open, revealing an intricate stairwell.
Very pretty.
Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I don't know. This is a pretty nice basement so far. I like that the music changed.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
I like that it fits.
Hello? Is someone there?
It is me, my
Her
love.
voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
You are like 10 steps ahead of where you should be right now, bro.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess.
Exactly.
We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs
Oh, her
and
dress
lock
is
eyes
prettier.
with the princess.
And she's got a veil on.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far
See,
wall.
her window doesn't have bars on it now. And the room is actually a lot smaller.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
How do you have an arm again?
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
That's a big word.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion.
I knew it.
I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but
It's like Kingdom Hearts.
done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
One of the stars went out when we died.
Now, hold on. If she
Fork.
actually
Fork.
ended a world, are you sure we want to
Fork.
do this? Are you sure we want to rescue?
My dog is barking.
We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
You hit me last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there? Let's save. These are important questions. Let's just start at the top. You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we?
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
No.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
Yo, she bit off part of her fucking hand, her arm, her forearm. Ouch.
Oh, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
No.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No, I don't want the world to end. I have no feeling one way or the other about the world ending. Honestly, the world sucks. People are a plague, and I hope you brought a slow and painful ruin to them all. Oof. I'm gonna go with no.
Then I didn't end the world.
Okay.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is
She told you what you
innocence
wanted to hear, though.
Not so sure.
I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
Another version of me was pushed to such drastic action. It was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect.
No.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
We already know she doesn't.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to
Who
violence.
is he, though? Rescue the
No.
princess.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess,
You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
I would if you had a weapon.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try
Titanic?
anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
You wouldn't.
He would.
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings.
I mean, yeah.
And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You
Oh, they did
approach
just
the
slip it out.
princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
As I'm going through this, I keep wondering, like, because there's 2 chapters. What happens if, like, you try to kill her in the first one, and then you try to save her in the second one? Or the opposite, you try to save her in the first one, and then you try to kill her in the second one. Well, her dress moves. Or, like, you go down there with the knife, and she's already, like, kind of evil, because she suspects that you're going to try to kill her, but then you're like, nah, I just brought it for funsies. I'm not going to try to kill you, and then you actually rescue her. And then you do it again the second time. Like, there's so many possibilities. I kind of want to, like, 100% this game, but that would take so long. I'm just gonna do this one thing for now.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a
And
joyful
then-
embrace.
I don't know if I'll do any more episodes
If
of
you
it.
had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
Kiss! Mwah! What do you want to do? We leave and then we have our whole lives to figure out what to do next. What do you want to
Let
do?
me guess. End the world?
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know.
Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted
Her
before.
crown is different too.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
What if she doesn't know that she has the power to end the world?
You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
No, I doubt
I
everything.
think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I want you to tell me what you want. There must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later. If you want to leave, then let's leave. What do you want?
I just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy.
That's also kind of weird. Cause like, here's the thing. You can totally want to make your significant other happy, but if it's like at the cost of yourself or your own wants or your own needs or whatever, and like you're just doing it because you want them to like you, like that's not good. Picking your nose.
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
But you don't know what she wants. That's the point. How can you make her happy if you don't know what she wants? She won't tell you what she wants. She only wants to make you happy, but like, what if you're like, but I want to make you happy? And she's like, but I want to make you happy. And you're like, but I want to make you happy. And then it's just this fucking circle of you guys talking about wanting to make each other happy without actually learning about each other and what the other one wants in order to make the other one happy. There must be something you
I
want!
just want to make you happy.
Is she broken? What's going on?
The music did
What's
get wonky.
going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
Look at the big anime eyes. But what would make you
I
happy?
just want to make you happy.
Oh no! Okay, hang on.
This isn't right.
I should have
I
saved.
don't know what's going on, but this isn't right. I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna save here real quick. I should have saved before I started this whole thing. I'm just gonna keep going. Like there has to be something else you want.
I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
Yeah, see, that's
Is
bad.
it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now? Like we're the only ones here?
Well, there's a version. Okay, you don't get the chance to ask
She was
another
our
question.
perfect match.
Well, she's still
not.
in there.
Is that a mirror?
Let's just
I
go.
feel so, yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
Okay.
It'll be fine.
She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
She will be there. You are correct. Did we get pretty? Gaze into my reflection. You've withered. Interesting. The opposite of what I thought it would be. Find yourself in the long quiet again. Go to the cabin. Approach her. What's up, girl?
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. Yeah, they do.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me. But it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. I have no opinion one way or the other. I just want it all to stop. Yes, you're torturing me and I hate it. I think I hate you. I'll do the second one.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
I'm still planning to kill you once we're done. Have you figured out what you want when this is finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
You still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
How many more vessels?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay. So you don't have any preferences?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets.
It also doesn't have a brain.
My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
Okay. I guess I'll do this top one. I'm still planning to kill you once we're done with this.
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. But know that I do not wish you harm, even if you attempt to destroy me.
I'm just very curious about all of this.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Cool.
You're on a path in the woods.
Am I? I'm gonna save this one on 3. And I think we're gonna reload this one. Because I want to see the other options. So I'll skip ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm okay.
Skip it.
You died.
Skip it.
I don't know.
Skip it! No.
Then I did.
Skip.
If another
Sorry.
version of me was...
Skip.
No, I can't
Skip.
let you do it.
Okay, I'm gonna save this one here. What are you gonna do?
End the...
Spoken with the ranks.
Alright, do you want the world to
Are you
end?
seriously asking her that?
Yeah?
Oh, we've been over this one. No, I do not want to end the world.
Wow, her voice changed. There must be something
I just
you
want
want.
to make you happy.
Oh, okay, so it's going off. It's going off. So don't do that one. I want you to make me unhappy.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy, I can make you unhappy.
But you need your own thing. You just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around me. We can just leave?
That sounds perfect.
Oh, phew. She's back to normal.
Normal? What are you talking about? Our angel has always been like this. Absolutely flawless.
The princess takes your hand.
Oh my god.
The last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with
Slipping
hers.
through your fingers.
We have each other.
We don't need the world for our happy ending.
I mean,
like to
that's
think
true.
We do, actually.
I like to think that you need the world.
Look, I have my doubts, but the
Not
choice
if
has
you're
been
having-
made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it.
Not if you're having like a really romantic, capital R romantic, not how the term is used nowadays, type of romance.
I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
Why you imagine she's happy?
What happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time?
Yeah.
Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Strength.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
That's what I'm saying.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
But I want to see where it leads.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Yeah, same. Do you think you can open it? Or I think we can open it if we try together. I think we've got this.
Okay, yeah, you've got this.
You place your hand on the door, and the lock clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? Ah, I knew it. Your words are no match for the pure strength of our hearts.
This is so
bound
silly.
Together as one. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and blade.
She
That's
kills
right.
you.
There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
You're not doing that.
Enjoying this, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the
But I do
inevitable
wonder what would
and
happen
make
if
me
you
suffer.
did.
I hate you.
Would that be a different version? Like, how many versions are there of her that you
That's
have
the way
to
out.
bring to
We're going
the
to
entity?
leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside. A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go?
We get a
Where
big
did
hug.
he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Depends. Do you like cold weather? Because I love cold weather.
Cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
That would hurt. But you don't get the chance.
She's gone. Is that...
It's fine.
All feels... Yes. I fear that we won't...
Yeah. You'll be okay.
She'll be...
I just like to tell the voices in my head that everything's gonna be cool. Is it the same? Is it withered still? I think so, yeah. You've withered. I wonder how many there are. Proceed to the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction.
Yeah. Or we'll just go
And
through them
yet-
real quick.
As
Skip. A
It's-
skip. A
it's
skip. What do you think of this
one
vessel?
is soft and delicate.
It's
You
the same.
want her to love you,
It's the same
and
thing,
she'll
though.
make for a gentle heart.
Planning on killing
If
you.
that were
Sorry. You happen to know about the
my
worlds?
perspectives are perhaps
Have you figured out what you
the
want?
desire.
What do you want next? What about change?
The tide.
How many more
We
vessels?
will.
I'm ready.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Cool. Okay, cool.
You're on a path.
I'm gonna save this one also. But like here. Oh, that's interesting. History, is that just... Yeah, it's just that. Oh my gosh. This game is crazy and I love it. It's very interesting. I legit want to, I really want to see all of the different avenues. If you guys do too, please let me know in the comments and I will maybe finish the game, do like everything. There's so many different options though. So that would take a while. So that, I mean, this could totally be like its own little series. But for now, it's just gonna be these 2 videos. If I play any more games, they will be different. But for now, I kind of just wanted to fill in stuff so I'm not missing upload times, because I like to upload on certain days. And these 2 videos have completed that week of uploads, so hopefully I can get back to playing Ocarina of Time soon. My hand obviously still needs to heal a little bit. That was cool. So, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see how it goes. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you in whatever is next. Bye!